What's up, traders? Today's video is a tough one for me to film, but I think it's necessary. I want to walk you through what happened when I blew my funded futures account. I'm not here to make excuses or sugarcoat it. I want to share the real story, what led to it, the mistakes I made, the biggest lessons I've learned through the process. Let's be honest, if you're here trying to make it in trading, you're either going through this right now or you already have. So here's what happened. I was trading with a prop firm that requires 10 days of trading and a 20% consistency to qualify for a payout. I had already hit my profit target that was necessary to qualify for that 20% consistency. I just needed to trade for 3 more days to request my payout. I was trading really well, but I got overconfident. I had one small loss that put me back under that required 20% consistency, followed by another small loss, and then I oversized to try to make up for it with the next trade, which also was a loss, and before I knew it, I was just spiraling. And that's when I lost it. I started sizing up without confirmation, taking trades outside of my edge, ignoring my checklist, and slowly but surely, I drifted from what was getting me consistent payouts in the past. So instead of walking away, I tried to get it back. And just like that, the account was gone. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing the 5 major mistakes that I made and how I recovered from this. I'm here to be real and honest and share with you that I'm not perfect by any means, but it's not about how many times we fall. It's about how many times we get back up. And I'm also going to share with you how I've recovered from this to come back even stronger and how I've gotten back to taking consistent payouts since then. The first lesson from my mistake is you have to treat your rules like law. I had rules. I have rules. I have a max daily loss limit. I have a rule that I want to take no more than a certain amount of trades per day. I only want to trade my A+ setups and my edge. But rules only work if you follow them. The moment I told myself, just this once, or I'm pretty sure this is going to work, or I feel like this is what the market is going to do, that was the beginning of the end. Trading without discipline is just gambling with a fancy chart that has all kinds of indicators and lines on it. You're not trading, you're gambling. The second mistake that I made was revenge trading and overtrading. The day I lost control, I was clicking buttons out of emotion, not logic. I wasn't in the zone, I was reacting. And revenge trading never works. You're no longer trading your setup or your edge, you're trading your ego. And when you start chasing the market to prove something, the market always wins. The third mistake I made was treating my funded account like play money. I thought, it's not my capital, so I can be aggressive. I can size up. This isn't really my money. But guess what? It is your capital if you care about your future in trading. Every trade in a funded account is still a real reflection of your discipline. If you don't become a consistently profitable trader by just passing an evaluation or oversizing or gambling or, taking crazy trades. You become a profitable trader by staying funded and maintaining that account and being consistent with it. Another lesson, the fourth thing, is confidence is good, but unchecked confidence is dangerous. So when this all was happening, I stopped reviewing my trades. I had gotten away from consistent journaling every single day. I didn't think I needed to check my bias or double confirm my setups and, pause and really make sure this was an A+ setup and zoom out to double check the higher time frame confirmations. I got sloppy, to be honest. And that little voice in your head that says, you got this, just trust your gut, that's only helpful if your gut is backed by real data and discipline. And then the fifth one, number 5, this is huge. I didn't walk away on that day where I blew my account. I didn't give myself space to reset. After that first small loss, I should have walked away and reminded myself to pause and wait for an A+ setup. I should have journaled my trade and recalibrated, but I kept going because I felt the pressure to, get it back and to qualify for that payout quickly. And when you're in that headspace, You're not treating the market anymore. You're just reacting emotionally. So after blowing the accounts, here's what I did to get back on track to my consistent payouts. I reset by tightening my plan and really evaluating and analyzing myself and seeing where I was slacking and tightening my plan back up. I rewrote my rules and I recommitted to following them. So here's what I changed. I added stricter rules to when I'm allowed to trade. There has to be a certain amount of volume and a certain amount of ATR, average true range, so I'm sure to not trade in a choppy market. That's the first thing. The second thing is I use a physical checklist before entering any trade. Am I trading one of my setups? Do I have 2 or more confluences? Am I taking this trade because I'm confident, or is it because of FOMO or revenge? I'm forcing myself to pause and reflect before every trade I take. Third thing is I started recording my screen and talking through each setup and each trade that I take. I do live trade each morning. I live stream each morning with the New York Open, but there's times that I take a trade even after my live stream is over. So I'm recording those ones as well and treating it like people are watching me. That's holding me accountable. The fourth thing is I walk away. I set walk away triggers for myself for emotional awareness. After each loss, I'm required to get up from my desk and leave for a minimum of 5 minutes. That helps me not to revenge trade and jump right back into a trade. I can clear my headspace before I enter another trade after a loss. And then the fifth thing is I got back on track with journaling every single day again. No excuses. So the biggest thing I learned is that failure isn't the opposite of progress. It's part of it. Most traders go through it, but not all of them come back stronger. That part is up to you. Blowing a funded account doesn't mean you're a bad trader. It means that you hit a wall and that exposed some of your weak spots. And now it's your job to fix those weaknesses, not with emotion, but with a process. So if you've gone through this, or if you're in it right now, know that you're not alone. I've been there. A lot of good traders have been there. The difference is how you respond. So if this video has helped you or hit home at all, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm going to keep being real with you with all of the ups and downs of this trading journey. So drop a comment and let me know if you've ever blown an account or what you learned. And let's talk about this stuff honestly. Thanks for watching. Protect your capital, keep protecting your mindset, and trade with intention. I'll see you in the next one.